Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to Challenge Run from the Ashes. So, we're going to do a couple quick things before we roll over this financial report. The first thing we're doing is going into the barracks. You had a good run, Sprinter, and you survived. Get out of here. Alright, boss. Do we actually want to keep boss? Brave, military, Mechwarrior officer. Yeah, boss is actually good. We'll keep boss. Porin? I'm really not a fan of Jinxed. And other than Jinxed, it's just military Mechwarrior. She can fly... Okay, is there anyone in the hiring hall that can fly VTOLs? Yes, we have Cypher here. But he's just a Mechwarrior criminal. That's it. Okay, so no, Porin's gonna stick around so she can fly the whirly birds. Now... we're going to wait to hire somebody until after the financial report because that saves us a bit. Now, I looked at all the mech bay that's currently available, and I saw the Wasp. We can drop this machine gun and its ammo. And instead, we can toss... where is it? Not the... yeah, there we go. Laser AMS quick sell. And all we have to do is free up 0.32 tons. So we're just going to... take some back armor down. And now this little guy's running around with a surprisingly effective for the tonnage and size laser AMS system. The bolt-on rocket ×3 is too heavy, it's 6 tons. AMS flare we could use, but I feel like that should go onto a bigger mech that's not already using something else. But this, in 3 days, we will have basically the same amount of damage output. I mean, the machine gun helps a little, but the medium lasers were most of the damage anyway. That said, we could also keep the machine gun and drop the medium lasers and then keep the armor. But if we did that, then we would effectively have no damage. Nah, I'd rather have the 2 medium lasers. If we get toasty, we can just not fire them. And, oh, I put them on backwards. Give me a moment. Come on, Mech Bay. Cooperate. There we go. There we go. 3 days, 5,000. Done. So if it's running too hot, even in a neutral biome, then we'll fix it. And that will be at the bottom, so we can get the Bushwhacker and Dervish done. I plan to do a little bit of work on the Dervish, but first let's roll over this financial report. 1 day, beautiful. Yep, we're gonna go back up to normal from Spartan. Our morale is actually back up. Our morale is okay now. Yeah, we're right at the cusp of steady, 20 to 29. Cool, so everyone's now gaining resolve per turn instead of losing it. That's good. That's very helpful. And now we can go into the hiring hall, and of the Ronin pilots, we've got Arclight, ex-military Mechwarrior, criminal technician, can pilot tanks and mechs. We've got Brida, ex-military Mechwarrior technician, can pilot tanks and mechs. We have Cypher here, that is only Noble Warrior, Mechwarrior criminal, but can pilot anything, which is awesome. And we got Leaf, that is bookish, technician, lost tech experience, Mechwarrior, but can only pilot vehicles. Honestly, Cypher also has... I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait and see what we end up needing. Because, yeah, if our pilots, if our VTOL pilots get injured, then we're going to need to find... we'll go hire the other one. And there's also a chance that we can start the Argo upgrade to get more beds this financial report. But that requires us to drop on a mission. So, we're going to get back to this. We're going to advance 1 more day. That gets our Dervish back up. And we're going to take a quick look at our Dervish. Alright. The Artemis attachments weren't hitting very well, but that's okay. We're actually already using both specialist slots. Is there a place... Or, there is a place. Is there a way... Oh, okay. So we cannot stack the integrated laser AMS and the laser AMS quick cell. Do we have any Pharaoh? We do have Pharaoh. We even have heavy Pharaoh clan. So that replaces the integrated laser AMS, which can activate up to 4 times. Deals 2 damage to missiles, 50% intercept chance, and it fires up to 50 shots per activation, compared to 6 shots per activation, but dealing 4 damage. So it's effectively 25 shots, assuming they hit the same missiles, at a lower intercept chance. Also generates less heat if we go with the laser AMS quick cell. Can fire up to 4 times per round. Can fire up to 3 times per round. So it's... We're spending 2 tons to replace the armor with the heavy Pharaoh. So basically we're freeing up 3 tons and spending 2 of it on a worse AMS. So that's not actually great. I was excited for a second, but no, we can't stack them. That's fine. Yeah, Dreadnought Gyro is not for our little stealthy long-range mech. Alright, I guess we don't really have an upgrade. I mean, we do have the hybrid TSM quick cell. Even though we will never be using melee, this does let us just turn it on and get 30 meters extra walk distance, which is, I believe, 45 meter sprint distance. It also increases maximum carry weight, but we don't have hands. So, I feel like there's better mechs to put that on that we're going to get soon enough. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. We could also actually swap out the Case 2 for Case 2 Quick Cell to free up 0.2 tons to just add a little bit more armor. Limited to 5 damage compared to limited to 15. And then what would that let us do? 125, 125, 165, 164. That's not enough. Okay, we're going to leave the dervish exactly as is. It happens. And then we've got... Yep, cool. I didn't realize that the bushwhacker was the last one to be finished, but I'm glad I didn't accidentally click play again. Alright, so on the bushwhacker, we still have no armor upgrade. We are taking so many slots with our Inner Sphere Indo and our TSM that is built in. Yeah, the only way we could really free up slots to do anything with the armor upgrades we have is if we were specifically going to take out the machine gun arrays. That would free up the slots. Well, no, actually it wouldn't. We still wouldn't have the slots for the heavy Pharaoh. Standard Pharaoh, that would be all the slots of the machine guns minus, like, we'd have 1 slot available. So that's not an option. That's no good. Spiked requires 6 slots, so if we wanted to do that, we'd have to replace the machine gun arrays. Yeah. that's it. All right. So yeah, we definitely would like to pick up. Since I can build stuff I get randomly, I would love to pick up 2 more catapult R2 parts or catapult 3s. No, that's that's the catapult 3, 55 tons. I'd love some more Black Knight parts, some champion parts, like, because we've been fighting so much heavier stuff, it would be nice to randomly get them. But what we're going to try to do instead is drop on some lighter missions and see if we can potentially pick up something like a light mech from one of these lower difficulties, or if we're fighting against Comstar Word of Blake, then they will drop lighter units with more value. So I'm still kicking around. I forget honestly who suggested it, but I'm very much leaning towards, for the next challenge run, going with primitive mechs and possibly pirate mechs count as 1 tier lower, like 1 weight class lower, and clan tech counts as 1 weight class higher. But maybe starting off where I can take medium or light. I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. But for now, it's definitely being... it's taking way longer to get light mechs than I expected, and I think it's mostly just because we started with such a crazy expensive bushwhacker that it inflated our lance rating from the very beginning. So I'm actually hoping to get a much worse starting unit next time, or maybe I'll just start with one of the starts that doesn't give me a unit at all. That just gives me like gear or whatever. That could be a thing. Because if I'm starting with fewer units, then I'll have a lower lance rating by default. I mean... place our asset under your control. Clear afternoon, so our stealth won't be that effective, but... sure. Let's do that. So what kind of unit are we test flying? Ooh, a Lendworm Stealth Bomber. Amazing. And Spiff is 6'8", 10'6". He's better than all of our Mechwarriors. That's amazing. Alright, so... Bushwhacker, just barely under the limit. So 2.5, we round up, so it's a 5, basically effectively a 5 difficulty mission. 5 chevron mission. So, yep, let's go. Yep. That's the whole idea, Darius.
All systems nominal.
Alright, so I did not actually pay attention, and luckily we're against local government, so there could have been any of the Op4 on the planet, and it just so happens that it's a local government battle, so that's a relief. But yeah, that VTOL should have a lot of weight to it. A lot of damage. And yeah, I don't know if it actually would, if we lost the VTOL, if it actually would, like, deduct half of our payout, because it says we have to give them a 50% down. But, like, yeah, if it does, I'm glad I went for minimum pay. Yeah, it specifically is VTOL and Slot 1 must survive, so that's what they mean. But if we fail the mission, maybe they also take, on top of that, money that we would have, like, yeah. It's okay. I do believe there's a second force. We have this big no-deploy area here that then pinches in on both sides before it gets around the main force. So the question is, do we want to start here and push down? Or do we want to start over here and push in? I think I like the primary. Oh wait, actually, that's the VTOL. So the VTOL can start up there. Mech. Yeah, VTOL, and then hover tank. Alright. Here we go. Okay, so... I see... Mech, vehicle. What are they? That's a Stormcrow. Okay, I'm glad I went full salvage. So, that's a Scotty, a Maxim, Hunchy.
Reporting.
Do we see anyone over here? No, we don't see anyone over there yet. That's fine. The Vulture I want to swing wide. We'll get 9 evasion.
As you wish.
Basically, the Vulture we want to keep back, and the Dervish we want to keep back while everyone else goes in. That's the plan, anyway.
I await your command.
Alright, Ek. Actually gonna jump over to the side. Get a lot of evasion and prevent them from shooting at me. Alright. Oh man, that's...
Ready to rock.
I was not expecting to see a Stormcrow. That's amazing. Likewise, I'm gonna spin out with a hover tank. Just kind of depriving them of targets. Other than, you know, the stealth VTOL. It's got decent armor. And by decent, I mean good. 140 on the sides, 160 on the front, 110 in the back. Vulcan gun pod wing mount, Phoenix missile wing mount.
Yeah?
Alright. Dervish, we are going to move forward and brace, I think.
Copy that.
Stealth works best at range, but I don't know what is going to be potentially coming. Yeah, so... Then again, maybe there isn't reinforcements. Maybe there's some other reason we couldn't drop over there. I will get 7 evasion with the VTOL we're borrowing. And... here comes the Hunchback.
Receiving you.
Alright. And then the Dragoon, same thing.
Definitely.
Get in there, hide behind a building. First round of combat should be interesting. And it is looking like it might just be a single lance. Huh. I wonder why it wouldn't let us drop over in the park.
Waiting for orders.
In any case. Alright. So the Hunchy. Hunchy has... I can't tell what kind of weapon it has, actually. Maybe it's the Disco Hunchy. Just has a bunch of medium lasers. Stormcrow is definitely a massive threat.
Good to go.
It looks like Wasp got a terrible sensor roll, so... we are flying blind. But... Hunchbacks usually have their primary weapon in the right torso. Pretty sure it was linebackers that have... the lines have the left torso, the Hunchbacks have the right torso, I believe. So I'm going to move in for 11. And with 11 evasion, hopefully we can survive. And yeah, we're gonna drop acid on hopefully the side of the Hunchback that has its primary weapon.
Firing all weapons.
Nice. Did everything hit? Beautiful. Here comes the Stormcrow. Okay. Was that AP Gauss?
I'm here.
It's something, and it's some kind of Gauss weapon that fired twice. That's all I know. Anti-air arrow. Hello. Air-to-ground missiles, Hellfire, Thunderbolt 5. Yeah, we're gonna use the anti-air arrow against the Scotty. I'm assuming that terrible hit chance is... Yeah. Okay, so the anti-air arrow has a minimum range.
Acknowledged.
This is, probably overkill, but I don't see any evidence of a second lance. Also, does it say... Yeah, 10 salvos, so... I'll hold off on using the Phoenix, but I will use the Vulcans.
Engaging target.
Ha. Goodbye. Yeah. Anti-air against air target.
Got no ammo and multiple weapons.
No-brainer. Works well. Was that the stash? No, okay, he did hit the Dragoon.
Reporting minimal damage.
That said, it looks like the vehicle has a single laser. So, yeah. Not terribly worried about it. Alright.
I'll do what I can.
And we're going to work on shredding this Hunchback. Wait, actually, do we have a... We do. If I kick the Guardian ACM to active... I don't think it actually helps. No. That's fine. So we're actually going to turn off Artemis. Ooh. Okay. Okay. We can just drop a bunch of thunder around the Stormcrow. See if we can get him to leg himself. For the record, yes. This is greed. This is 100% greed.
Roger. I missed?
Yeah, you meant to.
I'm receiving you.
But yeah, these are the smart mines that will not go off on our people. Alright. I mean, I can actually get close enough to hit the vehicle with the machine guns.
I am the wind.
So I might as well. I wasn't quite able to get close enough for melee, but that's fine. We're gonna go unlinked, unlinked. And again, if I go burst, I can get the TSM going. Yeah. Yep. That's the play. Get the TSM going. And switch to incendiary, do maximum damage.
Locking on.
Structure exposed, heatsink destroyed.
Hit something good.
Nice.
Yup.
So yeah, we're just gonna go finish it off with the Saracen. Ah. Okay, actually, rather than... yeah, Thunder A. The augmented thunder means that they will not actually explode on our people. I'm gonna overheat the Stormcrow. I think that's the play. So that he fires as little as possible as we wait for him to blow his legs off.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. Thank you. That is all I needed to know. I need to somehow hit him from the same side that the Bushwhacker hit him from. Minimum range is a problem, but the building in the way means that we don't really have much option. Actually, no, we do. What am I talking about? Of course we have an option. We can go add more heat to the Stormcrow. And yeah, I'm aware if he overheats and explodes because he does have a ballistic weapon and ammo for it, then... yeah, could be bad. But... it's fine.
I have a good feeling about this.
Oh, head hit. Nice. So we gave him a bunch of heat, hit him in the head. Here comes the hunchy. What kind of hunchback? Oh. So, yeah, reinforcements cool. Lyran's interesting. In any case, it's an arrow hunchback. That's super interesting.
What's the plan?
And yeah, he's toasty. He is very, very toasty.
Certainly.
Come on. Alright, so I don't know if patching made the performance worse, or
Yes, Commander.
if something else is going on here, but
Yes, Commander.
oof. And here we are going to go in with the Lindworm and see if we can just utterly shred this hunchback before the reinforcements arrive. I'm pretty sure the air-to-ground missiles will clear mines, but it's fine. Phoenix missiles, sure. Yeah, just do that. I feel like I missed. I feel like I missed a lot.
I will be done.
And oh no, the dreaded machine gun bug. Well. Alright, so I have muted my system volume until I can check in a bit to see if the machine gun has stopped firing. It's very distracting. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to position over towards where the reinforcements are coming in, so that I can turn around and strike at them. Put this back to unlinked. Oh, we're still at an overheat alert. Interesting. So we are just barely redlining. To the extent that we can bump the machine gun down to ×3 instead of ×5. Alright. Cool. Yeah.
Locked on target.
I forgot to switch from the incendiary to the...
Standing
yeah.
by.
That's what I was talking about with it being somewhat problematic. Very distracting that the machine guns were firing off like that.
On the move.
I imagine it's probably going to either be fixed now because I fired more machine guns and caused the sound to be triggered again, or it's going to be when the VTOL takes a turn again. So
Roger that.
I will check at that point. Also, I love that he only hit his own person.
Yep.
Yeah, that's funny. Alright, so I'm going to start rotating towards the reinforcement drop
Let's move.
and plant more mines
Attack.
all around the Stormcrow. I don't know if this is actually going to work. Stormcrows actually do have decent armor, and I keep not having sensors on him, so... yeah. He should be toasty enough that I can focus the hunchback for the second. Just for a second. Artillery Hunchback generally doesn't have the most armor compared to other Hunchbacks. And his back is open, so we're going to go for some crits. Destroyed a medium laser.
Ha! You like that?
Stressed, but not a kill. Okay. Tag and 2 lasers is what the Maxim is bringing, along with the electronic warfare. Yep. Alright. So we have... What? Alright. I believe the other hostile drop is going to be more of the local government forces, and we're trapped in the middle until or unless we are able to extricate ourselves from the situation. I'm gonna keep hitting the Stormcrow with heat, honestly. Like, that's what the Vulture is going to do until such a time as we get out.
You should have never come.
Nice. Decreased cooling, a little bit of heat.
Confirmed.
I think I'm going to reserve with the Saracen. I really want the new people to act before I send him into their backs. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have to go at least out of the minimum distance before I can possibly drop a waypoint. Alright. Having trouble getting the waypoint to work, but at least the machine gun's done firing. Yeah. Alright. Fair enough. I mean, I could just go down between the buildings. Find a spot where minimum distance isn't a problem. Yeah. Let's do that. I think that's a good idea. So, the Lyrans probably won't turn around and go after my VTOL. Alright. Activation 12. Hydrocodone.
Standing by.
The Lindworm. Do I have any kind of, got air-to-ground missiles. It's pretty good.
What do you need?
Sarge. I'm gonna pivot back over towards the reinforcements that are dropping in. Toss some more thunder mines down around our buddy, the Stormcrow.
Aye, aye. Engaging target.
Just make sure that he has all the mines in the world to walk over there.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, again, I'm gonna... Do I have anyone else? Okay. So, Spiff is acting turn 12. I don't know what order they're going to go in, but we have turn 9, turn 9, turn 9, turn 9, and turn 6. So... You know what, I could just act with the heavy VTOL asset, get in close, hide behind the building, and try to take down this VTOL. I think I'll save the Phoenix missiles. But I think this means that we have... Okay, it says 2 shots. Interesting. Just in case, I will save them.
Taking the shot.
Yeah, I didn't think I would need the extra.
It's on now.
No, not the machine gun audio bug again. Yeah, I'm muting it again. Alright, arrow being targeted at the enemies that just arrived. I think he managed to get out of it.
I'm ready.
Now I kind of don't want to kill him yet. I'm gonna reserve. Alright, Archer. I mean, if nothing else, it's a zone of denial. So we've got everyone getting out of it. But most of them moved away from the, combat zone. You know what? That means that the work has been done. I don't need to worry about keeping him alive anymore.
I'm rolling.
Spin around. Shoot him in the back some more.
Locking off. All weapon systems. That is
Explosion
something good.
contained, left torso destroyed, and he's gone. Bye, buddy. Cool. And that actually also lets us see...
Orders.
Oh, that's X-Aura. Right. I forgot he has the, he has the Air 12, so... Yeah, he's got a lot. Alright, so Archer... Brutus... Missile Brutus... Hydrocodone... Yeah, I think the only thing we can get in range to bring everything to bear is the Archer. And yeah, our mines are managing to start tearing through the Stormcrow. Good. Honestly, getting in a position where I can melee the Brutus next round, probably the best thing I can do here.
Confirmed.
And even if I just have to electronic warfare ping. Why am I so hot? I would only be firing the medium X pulses in the flamer. This does drop all of our heat, so our TSM won't be active anymore.
Sensors locked on.
But it will also give us full information, and if we act first... Yeah, if we act first, then we will definitely be able to do some good work. Alright, so we have to destroy all 3 lances. 1 lance is down to a single unit, which we're hoping is going to just run in circles on the mines until its legs blow off. Ow. Okay, so he's dropping his heat.
Waiting for orders.
A swordsman, Shadowhawk, Ostrock 2, and a mongoose. Hey! It's a mongoose. Wait, is a mongoose 2 a medium? I don't know. In any case, we just got done dropping all of these people's, all their evasion is dropped. So I think I'm gonna focus... Definitely use everything. I don't see what my hit chance is on the Dragonfire, but it's got an LB-10 and a Gauss rifle. Hydrocodone has much more armor from behind. So yeah, we're just going to go in the back of the Dragonfire. Done deal. Now, it is getting a little risky to continue flying around, but as long as we can, sweep these people.
Targeting enemy Tushy.
I just realized the pilot had enough to use his stealthy ability.
Oh, yeah.
I should have. Gained the extra ECM shield. Ow. Alright. Fair enough.
Reporting heavy fire.
And yeah, Bushwhackers at 1. I really hope that
Yes,
I don't
Commander.
regret what I did there. I'm actually going to stop shooting the Stormcrow with heat because I want the Stormcrow to survive and... Oh no, that's not... That's his friends. Oh dear. Well. Well.
Yes, boss.
Dragoon, can I... No, I cannot get into the back of the Dragonfire. Unfortunate. I can get in the front of the Dragonfire, but I can't get in his back. So I will start dropping acid on... Honestly, if I stay within minimum range, this guy's got LRM-15s, so he won't be able to really hit with the LRM-15s, but he'll have 2 medium lasers and 2 small pulse. This guy still has SRM-14, even if I'm in minimum range of his SRM, or of his LRMs, so... Yeah, we're gonna swing in here, best we can. Drop some acid on the big, beefy tank.
Alpha strike.
Okay. I believe only 1 missile hit of our SRM burst. Well, at least if the Stormcrow starts running more, he will open his legs faster.
Yes, Commander.
Is there anyone here that might be easily controlled with heat? I mean, the Ostrok has a lot of energy weapons. The Mongoose is nothing but energy weapons. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine.
Yep.
Cool. The Dervish is going to continue repositioning
Copy that.
to try to come at the back of these guys while dropping the last 15 Thunder and some EMP onto the Stormcrow.
I'm taking the shot.
Oh, they have AMS now.
Negative
Interesting.
damage. Long range missile.
Not great AMS, but AMS nonetheless. Alright, Ostrok Mark II. Running away. Oh, this is so interesting. I'm actually glad that I'm engaging the people who would be shooting at my prize. Cool, they ignored the Stormcrow to shoot at the Mongoose. Okay. Oh wow, if I'm within their minimum range and their hit chance is significantly better on the local government forces, they'll probably ignore me. That's hilarious. Okay, so I actually want to hit the Mongoose from the left, which is this side. Yeah, like that.
Have no doubt it will be done.
If I damage the Mongoose but don't, like, completely wreck it, then I could potentially take it and some good stuff from... Again, assuming it's a light mech. Assuming the Mongoose Mark II isn't somehow a weight class higher. But I could potentially, if it's more damage, it'll cost less salvage to take it. So...
Showing minor damage.
I'm just trying to blow the legs off the Stormcrow to break it open and get all the goodies inside. But the Mongoose, I just want it to die in a way that I can still salvage it, so... Yeah. Engine destruction, pilot eject, legging. I think you can take the full mech if you leg it.
Yup.
Alright, Stormcrow, again, is going to be running around on those mines for a while. Genuinely? I genuinely don't know what I should be doing here. So I think I'll take a defensive turn. Do I have multi-target? Stupid question, I imagine, but no, I do not. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I'll just move for 9. Get away from the Stormcrow so that hopefully the Stormcrow starts focusing the reinforcements with its scary, scary Gauss weapons. And just pelt the Ostrock Mark II in the back. Alright, I found the AMS.
I'm ready.
Alright, Bushwhacker. Actually, no. I'm specifically going to try to melee
Orders?
something other than the Dragonfire. There we go. That's what I'll do. Right there. I mean... yeah, I think it's worth it. Get my TSM active again. 100%. Let's do it.
Location confirmed. Targeting for physical attack.
Oof. Right.
Damn.
It's fine. He did get open before the machine gun started firing. And it looks like we did cause him some heat problems, even though we weren't shooting incendiary.
Someone let me borrow
So I don't know if that was just the flamer or if he had an ammo explosion. I think he had an ammo explosion.
Commander?
Beautiful. So, with our stealth-friendly VTOL that we can't allow to die, do we have potentially... no, like everything is just slightly too long of range. Unless we sprint. So the Vulcan wants to be closer, the missiles want to be further. I like the Vulcan having better hit chance. So we'll do exactly that. Cool.
Behind you. Hey, let's slip the dog.
Still not dead. But he is unsteady. But he's also turn 11. Oof. Alright, that's fine. Stormcrow's still running around, breaking his legs. You're gonna kneecap him. Okay. Dervish AMS did some work on the incendiary rockets, 6 from 16. That's very respectable considering I think rockets get a reduction in, the intercept chance. Interesting. Archer, very hot. Ooh, ammo explosion. Ah, that's not good. Okay. That's not good. Oh, looks like I didn't need to worry about my TSM being activated. Okay. Yeah, that was a through armor crit as well.
Commander, I'm wounded.
Machine gun tracer destroyed. Knockdown. Oh dear. Ow. Health 1 out of 4. Ek is gonna die. Okay, I don't know who shot him in the back, or if that's just from fall damage. But yeah, the through armor crits on the incendiary and tracer rounds. Wow. Alright.
What are your orders?
Our lance rating may be dropping. That's fine. Okay. Okay, how do I do this? We're gonna leave the dragon fire to the dragoon, and just trust in the dragoon's ability to finish him. Yeah.
Copy that, Commander.
I'm just gonna keep pounding into the Ostrock's back and hope that I get some work done.
Fun time.
Okay, pilot bleeding out. Sure. That helps. I am very concerned. I mean, so far all that's happened is ammo explosions. But yeah.
Yeah?
If he panic ejects, we lose a lot of good cockpit stuff. If he doesn't panic eject, yeah, let's do that.
Got it.
Let's hit the Ostrock in the back. So I'm pretty sure he is the source of the AMS.
Locked on rear armor.
So if I can take him down.
Critical hit.
Oh boy. Who's going? Okay. Somebody was shooting at a dragoon. That's good. We want them to shoot at the dragoon. And definitely not shoot at our buddy on the ground. And yes, I am just leaving the volume off. Basically until the Vulcan doesn't exist anymore. Either because we failed the mission or because it ran out of ammo.
Yes, Commander.
And yeah, we're going to... Nope, cannot pivot. It's fine.
On my way.
Hopefully we can take Dragonfire down. I do not want to get hit by that Gauss anymore. I don't want to get hit by the LV-10 anymore. It's scary. Please die. No.
That hit something.
Alright.
Good. I'm receiving you.
Okay. Stand up. And since we just stood up, we can't melee. We're also very, very, very hot. So... I'm gonna jump into the water with my right side away from the enemies and brace. And we had the emergency coolant system to help us flush. So between the water and the emergency coolant system, all of that crazy heat is gone. I also forgot to check and see if he's bleeding out. It does not look like Ek is bleeding out. It looks like he's just very, very injured. If he takes one more wound, he is either going to die or fall unconscious. Do I dare stand and shoot here? Yeah, I think I do.
On your tail.
I should have used the ability. I'm not used to my Mechwarriors actually having abilities to use the resolve on, nor the resolve to use it. Well, he has no evasion, so hopefully he draws fire away from Egg.
Critical hit.
Let's do this.
The hydrocodone is there. It exists. I should shoot it. But the Brutus also exists. Yeah, we'll do that. Hit the Brutus with some more acid. Yeah, I'll fire all 6 acid.
Affirmative.
Cool. So the really, really scary big tank is now loaded up with acid, which means we shouldn't have to worry too much about it. Swordsman jumping and trying to take down our vulture. Okay. Alright. Scary. Yeah, the local government is not helping. That's my fault, though. I should have, whenever I saw that they were dropping in, I should have backed off so that they would face each other. Actually, how much health? That has 80 health. $30, $60. No. I would not be able to do enough damage with just the vulture. Yeah, get my left side away from the enemies. And also get 10 evasion. Beautiful. And put my back to a building. Best of all worlds. Stormcrow's legs are getting very thin. And this is a backstrike. Sure.
Locking on target.
There's always a chance we get a through armor crit like they did. Okay. Stormcrow could not move because his leg got opened.
Yep.
Sarge is going to walk forward menacingly. I think the Dervish does have multi-target, actually. Hold on. No, we took it out. At one point it did. Or maybe it was the previous... maybe it was the previous timeline. I don't know. But trying to get the kill on the Ostrock is way better
Roger.
than destroying the building.
Oh, yeah.
He is panicked. That's good.
Yes, Commander.
Oh. Hello. Icon physical weapon? Icon physical weapon from the side with my broken arm and back away from all the rest of the enemies? Yes. Yes, I will. Awesome. Yep. Yeah. That. We're just doing that. Come on, Ek, I believe in you. Nice. But it does have a lot of armor, and our TSM was not active.
Confirm.
Alright. Saracen. Get a bunch of evasion, and shoot the mongoose. Should be able to take off his side torso.
Go.
Unless the grouping goes everywhere but. Fine. Okay, taking the Dragoon as his target. Beautiful. I love that the Archer is like so toasty all the time. Why? Ow?
That shot got past my armor.
Okay. Again, I was really relying on minimum range there to keep the VTOL safe from the Brutus. Hey, our Omni lower got destroyed. That's bad. I don't know if we have a replacement one of those. And without our Omni lower and Omni hand, we can't use the axe anymore. Okay, shooting the Saracen. Saracen is open.
Armor breach.
Oh dear. Yeah, this escalated very quickly, and I should have remembered that when they give you the big scary
Standing by.
unit, it's usually for a reason. Okay. Coming here. Alright. Two health left. And it's the kind of unit that has to face at the things it shoots. But if I'm not mistaken, this means that nobody has line of sight.
Acknowledge.
So we're just gonna go there, shoot this guy with all the things.
Target confirmed. Someone let me borrow their pump.
Boom.
Because I'm damn excited now.
No? He survived? And that Stormcrow is still walking around. Hey, he's finally shooting.
Commander?
Alright. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do it again.
Primitive.
Should kill.
Engaging.
Yep.
Alright, folks. let's
Alright,
get
so we
it
have the
done.
two most important units hiding behind a building.
Go time. Tango
Ek
down.
is managing to hang in there. Despite the fact that he's down to 1 health. Maybe now that it doesn't have line of sight, the archer and nope. Firing indirectly rather than turning and shooting at the Stormcrow. Huh. Also, the Saracen has Inferno ammo. And that is a very hot archer. I really wish I would have spun that way. Okay, my left side and rear will be towards all the enemies. If the left side goes down, I don't really mind as long as it doesn't destroy anything else. If the front explodes, Tinker dies. If the rear explodes, our cool ammo dies. And since I don't have the option of twisting right if I'm going to shoot them from there. Wait. There we go. Okay. My back is not pointing at the enemies that could give me a really hard time. Also, I'm going to Vigilance. Get the higher initiative next round.
I'm on him.
Cool. Yeah, my goal is to get in there on the archer and just, like, really heat him up. Just make him glow and then explode. Because he has been, I think, over the red line several rounds in a row now.
Commander.
This Brutus is ridiculous. Then again, I actually really do have to worry about these guys as well. You know what?
Copy that.
Flying away from the Brutus and the Archer. I can't shoot the SRMs from that range. Unfortunate. I can shoot at the Ostrock. I can only shoot the laser at the Mongoose. It's not even the side that's damaged. Yeah, I guess we're I should have twisted so I could have shot the guy in the back. Hey, you know what? Engine destroyed. Left torso finally popped. The mongoose had an XL. That's all she wrote. Okay. Thank you, finally. They're finally shooting at the Brutus.
What do you need?
I think I'm more worried about the Brutus and the Archer than anything else.
Bug it
And
out.
Sarge is likely to be the mech at the end of this that is like cleaning up whatever's left. So Artemis indirect is 32. I only have EMP, but he's open in the back, so the EMP can crit, as well as if the EMP lands, it gives him
Target
more
lock
heat.
on enemy 6.
And the fastest way to be sure to kill an Archer with the mechs and units that we're running is for him to explode because of ammo. That is the most expedient way for him to die here. To that end, I think I also do this.
Yes, Commander.
Just double tap him with Inferno as
I
well.
understand.
I expect you to shut down and then explode. If nothing else, he should stop shooting. Hey! Well, I mean, it's the unit I was hoping to salvage from. But at least the Brutus is shooting at the enemies instead of me.
Hot damn, we're gonna do this right.
Actually, that's awesome. It looks like the vast majority of the damage went to the legs. Actually, no, it just splashed everywhere, but I haven't damaged anything except the legs.
Waiting for orders.
Nice. The Brutus just has so much armor. Yeah, if I bring the VTOL out from hiding, it's very, very risky. Yeah. If I lose the VTOL, I lose the mission. So we're gonna sprint for 11 and face the open side away. We might be able to swing back and use long-range weapons, rely on our stealth to let us survive. But if a single shot goes at them, yeah, we'll turn around and use Phantom at some point. I just don't know when that point's going to be. Here's the Saracen, again open on the left, but we can actually fire with our turret backwards now. Although actually the safest would be for us to spin around this.
10-4.
So now the only thing that can shoot us directly is the Archer, which we're about to heat up an insane amount
Locking off. All weapons.
if we don't kill it. Okay. Archer takes a turn. Shut down. Still hasn't had the ammo cook off
Waiting
yet.
for orders.
That's the weapons would be red if they had no ammo left.
Waiting for orders.
I'm gonna reserve, wait for the Brutus to move, and then come out with Ek.
Roger that. Standing by.
Oh, I can just hit the Shadowhawk in the back here. Absolutely. Absolutely. And also potentially draw some fire from the others. Yeah, there we go. Artemis, EMP. Fire.
Putting one in the back.
Nice.
Nice.
That helps.
Past the armor.
Awaiting orders.
The Vulture. I don't have to worry about the Archer doing anything next round. If I could get into the Shadowhawk's back, I would actually take that. You know what?
As you wish.
Yeah. I'm gonna fly in. I'm gonna shoot the building.
Locking on target.
I thought the preview said 15, but it said 8. Or it did 8. Oh, they're shut down, so now the enemies are gonna focus the shutdown archer. That's amazing. I don't know why he keeps jumping. And just like hanging out on top of the building. That's fine. Alright, what's the Brutus doing? Firing at the Shadowhawk. Knockdown. Cool. Yeah, that's why you don't jump when your stamina or when your stability bar is already almost full. Nice.
How's it going?
I love seeing my enemies fighting each other. It's beautiful. Alright, I can't shoot him in the back because he's on the ground. Oh, Thunderbolt 5s. Interesting. But I can shoot the Ostrak in the back.
Let's move.
Unless the twist is a lie. I will absolutely go Vigilance. Act first next round. Panic. Okay. Proximity. Yep. Proximity. He didn't fire at the shutdown mech because he had somebody right next to him.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. Here goes nothing. Go Vigilance, so that I have the highest initiative possible next turn. Run in with my least damage side towards the other enemies. And shoot all the things to get my TSM active.
Target acquired.
Which then allows me, next turn, hopefully with a higher initiative than Brutus, to axe it.
It's on now.
Spiff, you're just gonna chill for a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can get some of these targets to no longer be a threat. I'd actually rather get less evasion and more accuracy. Alright. Dead Ostrak?
Copy that.
No. Unless he punches out.
Critical hit.
No.
Commander,
Mm-hmm.
standing by.
Yeah, I'm definitely reserving till the end of the round with Spiff. Swordsman jumping down, firing on the shutdown mech.
Yeah?
I feel like Sarge should just, like, wait. If the Shadowhawk stands up and gives me a shot into his back, that's a valuable target. If the Ostrak turns around and lets me shoot him in the back, that's a valuable target. The Swordsman's still gonna be there. Like, no matter what I do. And I think same. Yeah, both of them are just gonna wait and see if a target presents itself. The Stormcrow finally got out of the minefield. Amazing.
I'm receiving you.
Okay. So. Our integrated TSM is on. Which means when we melee this guy, we want our right side away from the rest of the enemies. We want our physical weapon to be the thing striking. We want to fire all the follow-up we have. And we just hope that this works. Structure exposed. There we go. Okay.
Target neutralized.
So that's a lot of armor off the field. The archer just started up. The Saracen also needs to be careful, so we're going to reserve with Tinker as well.
Standing back.
Wow, even reserving Sarge still has initiative on these guys. I don't want to reserve again and suffer all of that hesitation. I mean, at least this is the arm that's open already.
Just running.
At least it's the arm that's open already.
How did that?
Gave him some heat, panic. Cool. Alright. I wish I would have done that without reserving now that I realized that I still had to. Okay. I'm fine losing the Vulture and Wisla
Heavy hit
if I have to.
Ready for order.
That's okay. Okay. So from here, I will have 11 evasion.
Move.
11 evasion. Stealth. As well as Phantom and Vigilance. So I should act sooner.
Locking target. Reporting multiple weapons. No ammo.
I should act sooner. I should be very hard to detect, very hard to hit.
Awaiting orders.
Well, it's fine. He's open on that side. That's acceptable.
Confirm.
And I'm just gonna go for crits here.
As you wish.
Yep.
Tinker in the Saracen. I think I shift to this flank. Hit the swordsman with heat. Keep my damage side away from the enemies. And then be in position to outmaneuver and backstrike the Shadowhawk and or the Ostrock next round.
Firing.
Okay. How are things looking now?
More under the breach, dear friend.
And yeah, I'm sorry that the audio didn't work out, but the Vulcan was very annoying with just the constant machine gun every single round.
Ordered.
Okay. I could go in with the Lindworm. Try to get a kill. But if it takes 2 damage to the face, it dies. So I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna go away. So, yep. Also, if I'm active, does that? No, that does not help. All right. And we still have Thunderbolt 5s and Hellfires. We could fire the Thunderbolts indirectly, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Swordsman once more jumping on top of the building. Shooting at the archer. Love to see it.
I'm ready.
It's obstructed line of sight, but I can absolutely shoot with my damaged side away from the archer. Help soften him up a bit.
What do you need?
I think a higher priority right now turn 9, the Dragoon might be able to finish it off. It's got 6 hit points in the rear, center torso rear. Again, I'm gonna reserve with Dervish. Ek at present is able to be shot by everyone, so I am going to swing out, fire on the archer. Avoid overheating by dropping the medium pulse laser. Still keep my TSM active. Fire off vigilance. And yeah, that's the play. Hey, panic eject. Nice. That's an archer on the ground. If we were doing a normal playthrough, I would be tempted to grab it, even though there's like higher tech stuff, just because that's a wonderful chassis. But yeah, I'm gonna reserve the Sarge. Stormcrow now only shoots at us because I took away his other target, but that's fine. Can I not get an aim? Yes, I can. Right there. Right there. That's where I go. Keep my distance. Shoot the Ostrok. Try to kill. That looks like a kill. It is not a kill. All those red numbers were not center. Everywhere except center.
Reporting.
Okay, now the Vulture gunship 100% should kill here, right? Pretty sure?
Location acknowledged.
Like, crits, damage.
Target acquired, locked in.
Wow.
Orders.
He's still there. Do I have tandem left? I do. Okay. It makes more sense to try to finish off the Shadowhawk. Tandem crits is going to be the fastest way to kill. I would like to move and still get unobstructed. Left side... It's fine.
Affirmative.
If the Saracen gets destroyed on left, that's completely fine. Alright, jump jet destroyed, foot destroyed.
Reporting. Critical hit.
No ammo explosion. Ostrog. Oh, firing at the Dervish. Beautiful. I love the fact that it's shooting at my fresh mech. Please do.
Yep.
Thank you. And... yeah, I think I'm just going to shoot the Swordsman. With nothing but EMP. If he jumps on high ground and manages to take a shot at Ek, that's a problem. Shadowhawk running over some landmines, doing nothing. I think I reserve with Ek. It's too risky
Standing here.
to just like come out and face the Stormcrow before the Stormcrow acts. Ow. Yeah, fair.
Damage is minor, Commander.
I do eventually need to kill this Stormcrow. From the side, preferably. Ah, but I can't actually use my Phantom ability right now. That's not good. Thunderbolts or Hellfire? Thunderbolts.
Firing on target.
If I can leg him, then he will drop to the ground, be at 1 initiative. Wow, he's jumping again. Wow. That's a lot of stability damage there. Okay. Please. Please die. Come on, you're killing me. Killing me.
Firing a full salvo.
Wow.
Inflicted some heavy
Still
damage.
alive.
Report.
That is mind-blowing. He's also the only person who hasn't acted yet, so yeah, time to bring the Saracen in to finish the job. I am just stunned that he survived all of that. We're not going to waste tandem because
Here we go.
all we need is a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. That's all we needed. Just a little bit.
Target down.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Now, I think Ek is confident. Actually, I'm going to jump Embrace.
Awaiting order.
Alright, Vulture Gunship. Actually, flank him potentially? No. Alright. In that case, I will move for 7,
Have no doubt.
and I will hit the Swordsman with Inferno. Actually, wait, how much stability damage would I be doing? So right now it's, if I hit with all 4, 12 stability damage. If I hit with standard, it looks like it's still the same stability damage. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no. Walk forward, unload on the Swordsman. Just Swordsman all the time, all the way. Knock down, beautiful. Bleeding out. Lovely. I wonder if there's like something that changed with the update that made it like less optimized, or if it's literally just... That was scary.
This armor.
I realized the Lindworm is there, and I realized the Lindworm, it's very close to dead. Very, very close to dead. Okay.
Order received.
So the most impactful shot is either going to be trying to take the leg off or trying to shoot head. 65% on him, 50% on him. Got a 3.9% chance to hit head. But if I hit head, he's already bleeding out. If I offensive push head, I lose like 15%, but that's fine.
Target is confirmed.
Because now he's at 7 initiative.
Receiving you.
The Dragoon, I definitely want a... right there. Shooting the Shadowhawk in the back. I know it worked so very, very well over on the other side of the battlefield. But I'm hopeful.
Launch up.
Thunderbolt 5 destroyed, that helps.
Critical hit, Commander.
Panic, cool. Okay. He guards. Honestly? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hide and fire indirectly. So I can still target head.
Locked on target.
And I don't really care. Like,
No joy.
Yep.
as long as it doesn't die, I'm happy. Alright, so that's a back strike. I mean a side strike, not a back strike. But I am getting within my minimum range. Or I can try to get unobstructed. No, I won't be able to get unobstructed to the Stormcrow. I mean, the Shadowhawk's right leg is also busted. So, like... I have 3 shots left of my LRMs. Well... yeah, that settles that then. I'm gonna stand and shoot here. Also gonna go Vigilance. Give me a little bit of damage reduction while I stand and shoot here. Yep, and I'm completely out of ammo. I could have sworn I had... Oh yeah, the Thunder, right. I was gonna say, I could have sworn I had Deadfire, but then I just remembered I replaced the Deadfire with the Thunder Augmented.
Yep.
Okay, the Saracen actually can get into Shadowhawk's back, which is amazing. Let's do that.
Order acknowledged.
Let's do that with tandem 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep. And I will also Vigilance for higher initiative next round.
Locking off
Pew.
with all weapons.
Beautiful. Okay.
Enemy eliminated.
Alright. Only 2 left.
I'm receiving you.
And I don't care if the Stormcrow's leg, or, if the Stormcrow's arm gets blown off. I just don't want its engine to explode. I'm actually gonna jump for, like, the absolute highest, evasion possible. It'll also help me generate the heat I need for next round when I kick him. Oh, but if I have the TSM active, my kick is going to do a ton of damage. So I actually brace here. That's risky. I am just going full greed. For the record, I know I'm being very, very greedy. And razor's edge of it not being worth. It's like, we lose the mission and get no salvage if 2 more damage is dealt to the VTOL that we're escorting's face. Oh, I'm gonna indirect fire on the building. Ha. Oh, that's gonna be hilarious. Yeah, Sarge actually rests, or reserve.
Orders.
Tinker? I think Tinker wants to do some stability damage. So he's gonna go there. Fire on the swordsman. Yeah, I do have initiative on him. Standard, standard, standard. Yeah.
1
So he should be unsteady.
Missiles are out.
Yes, Commander.
Spiff is going to fly over like that, hide behind those buildings, have a good amount of evasion just in case somehow the Stormcrow comes around the corner. And shoot that building indirectly. Which brings it crashing down.
Target destroyed.
So, he is now panicked. And... oh... He landed on the little small corporate building instead of completely on the ground. Oh well. So I want my right arm away from the other guy. 77%. Ek? No, you have not unlocked Berserk ability yet. Alright. This is so risky. And so greedy. I know. Believe me, I know. That did not look like a kick.
Enemy destroyed.
Oops.
Hey. Let's flip the dog.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was a kick? Because it did destroy the right leg. It's just the damage traveled
Yes, Commander.
really, really far. Well, all that's left is for me to just shred this guy. So let's try to do that. Beautiful.
Yes, Commander.
And give him just 3 armor crit chance. Structure exposed. Sarge. Okay, it's just his arm that's exposed. I really did just like grind everything. Yeah.
Copy that.
Yep.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
LRMs are out.
I believe Sarge is out of ammo at this point. Oh, he ejected! Oh wow. That was Razor's Edge the whole way through. Alright. 674,000. That definitely pays for the repairs. The Lindworm survived with 2 structure left. Wow. Omni lower got wrecked. We don't have another one, so I'm hoping that the Stormcrow dropped one. Because if we don't have an Omni lower, we can't use the Omni hand. And if we can't use the Omni hand, we can't use the 10-ton hatchet. Also, since the ammo got wrecked, we're dropping the machine gun arrays. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, it literally was just through armor crit, blew up the ammo, and Case 2 is the reason we didn't lose the mech and all the components. So yeah, Case. Case is good. Everything else was just... Okay, so the Brutus got completely wrecked. Makes sense. The Hunchback got completely wrecked. Makes sense. The Maxim got completely wrecked. The Scotty got completely wrecked. Ah, the Stormcrow got completely wrecked. But there are 4 Clan medium lasers. Clan ER medium lasers. I mean, they're good. They're basically an inner sphere large laser that only weighs 1 ton and does 10 less damage. Pretty good. And is a stack of 4. That's beautiful. Clan ER small. Cool. Gauss rifle. Yeah, it's an inner sphere Gauss rifle, so I'm not going to priority pick it, but I'd be happy to see it. LAA. Light air-to-air missiles. Cool. Pulse lasers, Streak 6. Oh, Clan UAC2s. So basically the AC2 double firing, but lighter? Question mark? Less minimum range, maybe? I do want that tag, but I doubt that there's going to be enough not amazing stuff on the board to take it. Like, priority pick it. Clan Indo, Clan Pharaoh, lot less slots than Indo and Pharaoh Inner Sphere version. Also, just, you know, the built-in case with Clan Pharaoh is beautiful. Guardian ECMs, sure. Sensors Advanced Jammers, sure. Double bin of Gauss ammo. That's enough to run 2 Gauss rifles, as far as I'm concerned. Specialty ammo for the LRMs. SRM. There we go. Mongoose 2. Let's look at this. It's 40 tons. Okay, so we can't priority pick it. If it was 35 tons, I would have 100% gone for it. It's 1 plus 13. Yeah, this is the tricky part, is like, this is the lowest difficulty missions I can drop on right now. And I can't pick. I'm thinking, like, drop in the comments if you like this idea. I'm thinking of being able to priority pick partial salvage of mediums from the start. So I'd have to break them and be able to priority pick medium parts from the start of the next playthrough. Alternatively, I can just pick medium parts, but I have to disassemble everything from the start of the salvage screen. Whereas the other way, I'd be able to keep light mechs intact and take them, but I'd only be able to take partial salvage of medium until I've built enough mechs to, you know, do that. In which case, I would also, like, not make it built X mechs of whatever weight class. It would just be built however many mechs. I think that would probably work a lot better with the challenge run double rating, making it so hard to find light mechs to take. Also, C3 Master, neat. Battle Computer Energy, cool. The mask got destroyed. Unfortunate. But yeah, it had an XL engine. Out of control advanced target computer. Cool. Oh! The Archer, where'd he come from? Alright, Battle Fists. Medium lasers. There we go. Yep. 10% flat through armor crit chance with this ammo. Yep. That's what did it. He had 2 SRM4s, and he managed to get the through armor crits. Oof. And then here's the Hydrocodon. 60 tons. All sorts of specialty LRM ammo. Pharaoh, small pulse laser Magnus. Neat. But for the most part, just a very big, beefy tank. And there's the Shadowhawk. Double heat sinks, XL engine. Streak 2. It's a better chassis than I thought it was when I first saw it. I thought the 5... I didn't... I had forgotten that the 5R was not a base level. It's got an XL and a double heatsink kit. Like, it's upgraded. 5 Thunderbolt 5s. It's amazing. Nice. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, drop in the comments. Do you like the idea of partial salvage above the weight class? Like, partial salvage one step above and entire mechs of the lowest. Like, starting with light and then moving up. Medium and heavy and whatnot. So by the end of the playthrough, I'd be, you know, able to priority pick entire intact, you know, assault mechs. Integrated searchlight. Engine light. AMS half ammo. Bolt-on incendiary rockets, that's cool. SRM LK, neat. Precision AC5 ammo. 3 evasion ignore. That's beautiful. Yeah. That's so cool. Alright. There is a lot of good stuff, and I don't think there's a single thing, like, other than fire control standard times 2. Or cockpit basic. Like, I don't think there's anything else. Well, the case. But, like, there's a lot of stuff that is just so good. And the number of things I would be legitimately just frustrated if I got is very low. Like, even the ammo. There's so many specialty ammos, I would be happy getting ammo randomly. I'm tempted to take the AC5 Precision. That's enough to run an AC5. Like, as a priority pick above the Clan Tech. Because that is the ability to run an AC5 with just evasion ignore on every shot. Now, if I was using the double shot feature, it's only 5. But I do already have AC5 bins that have 20 shots. So, like, I could run a pair of AC5s, have 30 ammo. That's 8, 9 rounds? 8 rounds of double tapping with both of them. Yeah. AMS ammo, I am enjoying my laser AMSs. The Gauss double bin. I mean, I think a standard Gauss bin is 8 shots. But I'd rather have the 2 less shots and be able to, you know, put them in different locations if necessary or whatever. Then again, I don't think I have any Gauss ammo, right? But I'm not going to priority pick it. Okay, let's just focus on what I intend to priority pick. There's the Omni Lower. I needed that. That lets our Bushwhacker continue being the Bushwhacker that it has been. We have 3 double heatsink kits. We have 0 double heatsinks, though. But I don't want to priority pick them because there's clan heatsinks. And Clan Tech. Clan Tech is rarer. But I already have 2 clan double heatsinks. And every clan mech drops with clan double heatsinks. I don't have Clan Pharaoh yet. I'm not going to priority pick the Guardian ACMs, even though it's a 2 stack. I don't yet have a Fire Control Advanced Target Computer, but I also only have the 1 battle computer. I mean, honestly, the Advanced Target Computer and the Battle Computer Energy is arguably a great idea. Because I do have a Battle Computer Optics. So for 2 tons, 2 slots, I can give a mech with the Advanced Target Computer night vision, bonus accuracy at range, detection of minefields, +1 +1 energy accuracy. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Is that really... Am I really taking the AC5 Precision ammo? I mean... The Clan UAC2s don't impress me. If I get them randomly, I will be overjoyed. Especially if they come with the ammo. But it looks like they just run on standard UAC2 ammo, so like... Yeah, I'd be happy. I'd be happy with a lot of this. And there is the stack of 4 Clan ER medium lasers. Which would pair really nicely with the Battle Computer Energy. Do I have an AC5 that is really interesting that I really want to run more than 4 Clan ER mediums? I have an AC10 Kaliyama, I have an AC10 Spiky, I have an AC-10 spiky. Ah, that's punch damage, not melee. Not melee damage. Okay. Yeah, no, I just have a bog standard AC-5. Which, double tapping would be 60 damage per round. That said, I would only be able to double tap for 5 rounds with that 1 bin of ammo. Oh, it's so good, but like... I think 4 clan ER mediums is better. I'm confident that 4 clan ER mediums is better than the 1 bin of AC-5 precision ammo. Is the AC-5 precision ammo more rare? Yes. Yes. But this gives me more immediate flexibility. I also don't really have a lot of ballistic hardpoints to work with. Okay. Got an Archer part. Happy to see it. Brutus part. Cool. Maxim part. Neat. Scotty parts. Of all the structure on there, this is probably the only one that's kind of eh. That said, that's 2 parts of the Scotty clan tech. Did we already have a Scotty? No. No. It's the Bollock we already had a part of. Yeah, that was the clan tech. Okay. Regardless, we have 2 parts of it. Maybe eventually we build a 30-ton clan tech VTOL. Hey, we got the 6 stack of ER mediums as well. I'm not going to pass on that. That's good. It's just good. It's useful. Battle computer, especially with the battle computer energy optics and the fire, like, super light energy weapons and a bunch of energy accuracy. We got the clan cockpit. Love to see it. I don't even mind the engine core. We don't have a 280 right now, so it's nice to see. We had to get the Omni lower. That saves the Bushwhackers build. Sensor advanced streamer, sure. Good. Sad. Just base structure. We got the double bin of Gauss ammo and streak SRM ammo, which we didn't have yet. So I am happy. Like, we had so much good stuff on the table that, you know, it's kind of sad that we don't get some of the really amazing stuff. But we had to make decisions. We couldn't pass up on stuff that immediately gives us power, immediately gives us useful stuff, and we don't have something to run the AC-5. Or the Gauss rifle. Or just, yeah. Yep. Alright. Ow! There goes half of our payout. Fair enough. We definitely want the Bushwhacker at the top. Because we are going to need to rebuild that. Dervish second, because it's the other thing we can customize the most. And then, sure. Yeah. Okay. I am actually going to wait until the Mechs. Oh yeah, did the store restock? Or is it still from the last one? I see a catapult quick sell. That's hilarious. Yeah, improved jammer. Laser MS quick sell. Double heat sink kit quick sell. Discount Omnimech. Engine Engine XL! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Yeah, that's 4 slots in each side torso. It's big. And it's also, like, not as effective as an XL. I think an XL is 50 and a Clan XL is 66% reduction. Mortars, medium Rex laser quick cell. Guard dog EWSQ. Yeah. This is fun. This is a fun little build. And I believe that's 3 separate laser AMS quick cell. It is. Nice. J. Edgar, Myrmidon, AC2, double AC2 quick cell. Okay, quick cell heavy PPC. It's It's not as interesting as the streak PPC. The streak heavy PPC. But it is still a heavy PPC. And the closer you are, the less damage it does. It also has 4 recoil, but yeah. It's interesting. Like, definitely interesting. And it's 100 damage max instead of 80 damage max. So if you're at long range, you're doing as much damage as a heavy PPC would have been doing anyway. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's lighter? Regardless, heavy large chem lasers, amazing. Just calling that out right now, that's amazing. If there's ammo for it, I would be very tempted. Heavy medium quick laser quick sell as well. Limpet mines. LR20 quick sell, mech grenade. Just a single one-ton handheld grenade. I mean, genuinely, I might toss that. I will toss that on a light mech. 100% that'll go on a light mech. Hey, a scatterplaz again. Nice. I already have 2. Huh. I remember... Oh, were there 2 for sale and I bought them both? Maybe. Compact actuators. It's actually really good on a mech that you don't want to use the arms for anything other than shields. So, absolutely buying that. Same. Same. Your arms just become shields. Peel and stick armor, amazing. Just Hargel. Just very, very light, very basic Hargel. Man, there's so much good stuff in these shops. Okay, there is no plasma ammo, but... You know what? Even if I buy all of these, I could totally scrap stuff down to make it to the financial report if we somehow wipe on the next mission. Which I'm not ruling out. Entirely possible. So that's going to be our episode of Roguetech for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.